Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. We're on our 100-day challenge, day 28. Today I'm making a soft cover for a journal. Pretty simple. I've got some things prepped. This is sort of a light canvas kind of fabric that I'm using, and this is sort of my go-to things to cover the inside of the spine, and you know where eventually there will be a signature, okay? And I'm doing it a little different, so I've got another piece and I'll show you that. I'm going to use this envelope. Now you can use an envelope, you can use a file folder, piece of cardstock, whatever you want to use. I'm just using this. Now I'm not going to leave it open to where you have pockets on both sides. You can do that if you just put your fabric up to the edge. You can do that. Super simple and easy to do. But I'm just going to cover it over and close this. So I'm keeping it really simple. But you can do that. And then I'm going to line the inside with these pages from the Hometown Journal. It's like a faded brick wall with some faded grid and some faded roses, and you know, it's just that. So it's one of the background pages from the Hometown kit. So let's get started. All you're going to need really is you need a paper trimmer to trim your inside pages. You need fabric of your choosing, and your base, whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be a big envelope like this, or a file folder, or cardstock, whatever you want it to be. This is a big, let me see. I don't even think I measured it. It's longer than 12 inches. So let's see, that's 12. And then plus 2 3/4. 14 3/4. Okay, including the flap, because I'm going to use that. I'm not going to get rid of it. And then it's 10 wide. So it's pretty simple. Where are my pliers? This is one of those things that sort of, it has its little clamps inside. So you kind of have to gently remove this, or you can leave it if you want to. I mean, I'm just going to gently remove it, okay? Like so. It does have these little prongs in there though, so you have to watch out for that. It will, you know, do stuff. So to me, since that came up, I'm just going to glue it back down. It's not going to be a big whoop. I mean, you know, a problem. Sorry. My southern girl comes out every now and then. Yeah, you just want it to be, all of this is going to be completely covered. This is a fairly decent color, I guess, for, it's just too orange for me. So, put my pliers away. So I'm going to cover the whole thing so you don't see it at all, okay? Alright, let's do this. We'll get our fabric piece on now that we've got that prong thing off of there. This is it's just a lightweight, like a canvas type fabric, okay? So I've already got double stick tape on it. So I'm going to take this off to a certain point, and I think I'm going to take it off from a certain point over here, and then we'll put our our envelope. I can talk and do stuff at the same time. I really can. Sometimes. Okay. So I'm just peeling it back a little at a time. Sorry about the glare. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it back a little at a time. That was an overlap, so here we go. And the reason I'm doing it this way is I want to make sure I've got, let me get my sleeves out of the way. I want to make sure I've got it straight. It can go a little crooked. I mean, it does, you know. It can. I just don't want it to be too crooked. I tried to give myself a good inch around it because I really do want it to overlap. okay? I don't want it to be, well, let me get my hickey here, so I can get that off. It's kind of got an overlap on both sides. Yep, interesting things. And of course, things like that happen, especially complicated when you're on camera. Okay, so now that, I'm not going to worry about that. It'll just be flappy for a minute, okay? So, I'm going to do this. I'm not sewing. I just sew a lot for some reason. I say sew. I don't know. Some videos I notice I say that a lot, and some I never say it. And I'm like, wow, I don't know. Must be the, I don't know, brain function of the day. I don't know. But I'm going to get the edges. Give it a little bit extra in here. Just because, you know, security issues and all that. Because I want it to be very secure, okay? So, there I went. Anyways, I'm going to take this and get it straight. Give myself that good inch-ish top, bottom, and press it down, right? Okay. Now, we're just going to simply pull and press, okay? Well, we're going to simply get that backing out of there. Because you don't want that to be hanging around giving you grief. You just have to pick it out when that happens. Okay. Yep, now we're just going to pull and press. And it did it again. Go figure. On camera, it does that. Seriously. Wow. Okay, let me get this further down and see if I can do something with it. Get this one out of there. Yep, Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law, for sure. I mean, it's backing tape. It's backing of the tape. So, yeah. It's not like this stuff's gonna stick to it. It's just underneath the thing. Oh well, here we go. We're pulling and pressing and pulling and pressing and picking. Okay. Are you hearing elevator music yet? I don't know. Sometimes I think I am. Okay, let's get this down and press and pull and press and pull. Yep. Come along. I know there was another one over there. Okay, these ones are out. It's not really complicated. It's just because I'm on camera. It just tries to be, you know, silly because I'm on camera. Okay, get that out of the way, that out of the way, and pick this out because I don't want it in there, right? Okay. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Now, just press it down. Press, press, press. All right. Now, we want it to be as good as we can get it, all right? Yep. Now you can see where I want that other strip, because that's where I want it. The one strip's going to be here for the signature to go, you know, cover, and then this one's going to be for the other one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to do a fold over here. Yep. All the way down. Okay. Now my scissors. Because I don't want a lot of extra bulk. I just want that off of there. And from here out. I don't know if you could see that one or not, but I was just doing that, okay? All right, let me get some glue on here. And because I want it to be, you know, really good. I want it to do the edges. It's going to be covered, but, you know, I just have my security issues. It's going to be a thing. It is what it is. Okay, there you go. Fold that all the way over. Really good and flat. Pretty cool. So far, so good. Let me get all this little bits of stuff out of my way. Don't need it there. Getting in the way of things, right? Okay. Now, this one is sort of beveled in because you can see that's where the envelope flap is. Yep, I can talk. It's a thing. Okay. I'm going to take this way. If I'm in shot, I don't know if I am or not. I just want to take this little bit off here and this little bit off here. You don't want to go up to your flap because, yeah, then, you know, you're not covering it. You're reopening it. All right. Okay. One side at a time. I'm going to put glue on this part that's just fabric because it doesn't need to not stick, right? It needs to stick. Yep, get all the edges because I want them down really good. And again, you want to put glue on that. Okay? All right. We're going to start from the middle-ish first and fold down. This part might need a clip. Let me find a clip. If I can find a clip. Because it's a little thick. It's not real thick, but it's a little thick. So we'll put a clip there. Alright, put this and on an envelope. Well, it won't matter because I'm closing this up. I was going to say, if you're leaving that open, you would want to cut right there so that you don't close it. But I'm closing mine. I am closing it. Okay? Alright. Yep. I am closing that, and I'm going to do this right here so that that can fold over that. Probably need some glue, just saying. If you're doing a file folder, you won't have this problem. But I just, you know, I wanted to do an envelope, so that's what I'm doing. Maybe I'll put a clip here too. I can find one. Okay. Just because, for safety's sake or what, I don't know. It just, we'll put one there. Okay. Now we're going to do this side. Glue. It's really, once you get all your stuff together, this doesn't take very long to do. To put it together and have it just, I don't know. And then you've got a soft cover, journal cover, that's going to be awesome. Yeah, this one really will be awesome because, because another clip, just because we want it to hold and not give us grief, right? Okay, there. And here. Now, I may do another one of those things where I trim this a little bit so that it doesn't give me grief when I'm putting the next part on. You want to just have it fold over and do what it's supposed to do. Yep. And I might put a little extra glue here and put a clip. Yep. Wow, I'm having to chase it down. Okay. Put a clip here. Okay. Now, while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I just want it down because, yep, I don't want it to be flopping open. Okay. There. Okay. Next, you have to decide what you're going to do with these. If you want them underneath your papers or above your papers, right? So, excuse me, my nose is itching. Okay, so I want this here, okay, and this here, because this is where the signature is going to be. It will fold up here. If you can see, this is where the flap is. You want it to be about 1/4 of an inch less than that, right? Because you've got a signature that's going to go in there eventually, not today, but you've got a signature that's going to go in there. So you have to decide, and I want mine about 1/4 inch less, okay? And that still gives me plenty of room to put a nice size signature in there. If you're doing US letter or over the pond stuff, the A4s, you've got plenty of room. It's a little over 6 inches, okay? So that's going to be fine to have it just 1/4 less, okay? So let's do this. I'm sewing again. I'm not sewing nothing. Okay. I do want mine to be underneath these papers. And I printed these out in the vertical so that I could do one for here and it go to here, and then one over here and then it go to here. That way everything's covered, and because if I tried to do it this way, it would just almost but not quite fit, and I want it to really fit. So let's put this one on here, and make sure we put it in the right spot. We have our fold, so let's do this. Yep. And you can always trim this off. I mean, for me, I think I'll wait to trim anything off until I do actually putting the signature in, and what kind of journal I want it to be and all that kind of stuff, you know. That's a thing, right? That's just that little sliver right there. Yep. No problemo. Okay, let me go ahead and use this while I got it in my hand and put this on here. Okay. All right. Get rid of all that. Okay. Now, I want this to be what I want it to be. Okay. All right. We want a little extra glue going on over here, because fabric to fabric, it just might need a little extra. Let me see if I can put it on here. This might work better, because I can start it from the top at the right place, and then I can trim it later on the bottom if need be, or whichever. I mean, this might not be the top. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. Okay, let's do it this way. One way or another, right? Okay. Yeah, without sticking my head in the camera, for sure. And I'm being very particular with it, but you don't really have to be, okay? Because most of this isn't going to be seen. This is going right on paper, so I'm not going to worry about too much with the, you know, the glue, okay? Alright. I might actually fold that on itself. That might work. Let me see. I'm going to put some glue on it first, though. Just because I'm me. Okay, because I want it to hold. I do. I want it to hold. And I'm going to fold this on itself. Then I don't have to trim it later. Right? Now, that will be there. Now I do have to glue it. Because, yeah. You could use some more double stick tape, but it's really simple just to glue it, right? It is. Okay, then we glue that down. Give it a good press, really. I don't want that to be doing that. Yeah, I don't want that to be doing that. Okay, now, is it starting to look like a journal cover? I bet you had your worries and your doubts about me, didn't you? Oh no, what's that crazy woman doing now? Well, I'm just doing, I'm doing this. So, yep, this is going to be in my fold, but since it's fairly thin fabric, I'm hoping that it won't make too big of a difference. And I have plans for this journal cover for later on. So hopefully it's just going to work out the way I want it to, right? Okay. Yep, I hope. So get some glue on here. Get me started. Okay, now I just want it to be without my head in the camera. I want it to be right there. Okay, get the glue off my finger. Yeah, this is also going to be covered. I'm planning on doing a, matting it. Okay, yeah, I can talk. I just keep forgetting that I know how when I'm doing something, right? Okay, now, yeah, this is going to be matted with that same paper. At least that's the plan. So I want to go up and under here and get this tacked down because I don't want it flipping around all over the place, right? And it won't matter that your glue might show through as wet here because that's going to be covered. Okay, now I need to take this. I could do it the same way I did that. Let me try that. Let's see. I hope I'm in shot. If not, use your imagination. Okay, now. Okay, let's get this on here and just fold it over. I may have to trim a piece of it right there on that corner if it bothers me, but right now it's okay. Okay, now we've got our inside pieces. I didn't want these to be on the outside. Now, if you want them to be on the outside, I like the frayed edge look on some things, but this I just wanted it covered, right? So now that we've got that in there, I want to make sure my fold is still going to fold the way it's supposed to. Yeah, I may trim that teeny edge off because it'll bother me. Yeah, it will. Okay, it seems to be doing fine. Okay, all right. And this fold, doing fine. Okay, next. It's fun to make these, and this one is going to be such a, well, pun intended, a blank canvas, right? It's a canvas fabric. Okay. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm just plain out silly. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up here because I want it to be right about to the edge of there. And I want to know where that fold is because I don't want to get this paper into it. I definitely don't. So, where's my pencil? Yep. Where, oh where? Because, yep, I don't want it in there. I want to back it up even half an inch from the fold. I've got plenty of space to back it up with, right? So let's do this. Like that. Take that off. That will be a great mat for over there. Of course, I'll have two of them, so yeah. Okay, move this out of the way. There. to, let's see, yep, I want it up there, and I want it down here. Let's see here. I think I'm going to try there. I may have to take it a little bit shorter, but I'm just holding it up here. This is the only measuring kind of thing that I'm going to do with it. It's just measuring to size. Not an actual, oh, you've got to make it this many inches or that many inches. It's not a thing. It's just to size, right? Because you get about 1/8 of an inch on both top and bottom. And then you're away from here. You got that slight border here. I think that's going to be perfect. Okay. Let me see. I got stuff getting in the wrong places on my desk. Sorry about that. Just stuff and stuff and stuff. What I want to do is, where'd I put that? Slow your eyes down. It's here somewhere. Yep, here it is. I was looking and looking and looking. Yeah, I gotta ink this because, and that'll give those another second to, it's probably already dry, but yeah. I want to erase that little mark that's on there. Don't need it. Should I corner around it? Nah. We'll just do it this way. Hopefully there won't be a lot of anything. I just want a little bit of a, I don't know, finished edge, I guess, on here. Vintage photo is, you know, the go-to for such things. Vintage photo. Yep, okay. Now, there's that. Put that away-ish. And get this out of the way. Tape. That one. Okay. Yes, I have a good quantity of tape. It's a thing. I use it all the time. So, I should buy stock in the company. Okay. Get this on there. I know, this is a little bit longer than what it's supposed to be on the video. I'm trying to hurry. I'm just going to do this one side and then I'll come back and show you after I get the other one done, because it's the same process, only just, you know, the other side. Okay? So, get this one in. Yep. Okay. Get this off. I like making these. And like I said, you can use a fall folder. It's more or less the same difference. I mean, you're putting fabric on it anyways, so you're just using something for the base of what you're building on. You can use chipboard. You can use a cereal box. Dude, that would make a good one. It will be a little bit more sturdy probably. No, not probably. It would be more sturdy than an envelope. Some kind of packaging would definitely be more sturdy than an envelope, for sure. Okay, I'm going to take this off now and put this, I have to see what I'm doing. Okay. Yep, I want this to be right there. I hope you could see most of that right there, and I have to see. Okay. Now, this is a lightweight cardstock, and this will make it more sturdy, yes, and it will also give you a great place to, I don't know, you can decorate, you can put pockets, you can put whatever you want to put. You can put it there because it'll hold it. It will. And you can have an awesome journal cover doing it this way. Awesome. I like that word. Okay, I want to just make sure I get my edges down really, really good. And since I'm putting it on, you know, that's thin envelope paper. So you have to, you know, make sure you get a good coverage. I am hurrying, I promise. I am. Okay. Isn't that awesome? Okay, it's better than saying so all the time. Alrighty, here we go. Give it a good roll all over. Make sure all the edges are down really, really good. Okay? Alright, I'm going to do the other side and mat this, and then I'll come back and show you what we've done. Okay? Hold on a second. Okay, here she is. Ta-da! Awesome. Soft journal cover. It's very foldable and flexible and all that. And it is literally a blank canvas. You can make a beautiful journal in here and have a beautiful closure on here. You can do a double closure. You can do a single closure. It's just pretty. It's nice. And you can decorate that any which way you want. I wouldn't be surprised if it came back to visit us on this 100-day journey with a few, you know, ideas, a signature, and some things to, you know, flip and flop around in there. I mean, come on, we're making stuff like that, right? So that is a soft journal cover made from a large envelope that you can no longer see because I didn't really like the orangey color of it. But yeah, you can make these out of, I don't know, whatever you have laying around. A cereal box, a large envelope, a file folder, cardstock, whatever. It, in the end, measures out, well, this is going to be 10 because that's the width of the envelope. 10. And then that's going to be the 14 3/4. And your flap just folds right over. Nothing in the way of it. It's just nice, right? Just pretty. Okay, I'm going to quit and hush now because, yeah, it's long. So, it really doesn't take that long. I just hit a few bumps in the road. You know, Murphy and all that. Anyway, oh yeah, let me do this. Let me do this, or I'll be making an insert and making it even longer. Okay. Day 28, soft journal cover. Done. Yeah, we're making progress. We're doing great. I hope you guys are doing some of these craft alongs with me. I've heard from some of you. You're doing them. And I'm so glad I'm not alone. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Pretty please. Thanks for watching. TTFN.